Alright, I am back. I am home alone at the moment, so I do have to kind of be conscious of the front door because I'm waiting on an Amazon delivery. So, we will see what we can see today. I was going to go play, I've got Planet of Lana 2 and Disco Elysium on Game Pass I was going to go try out. I was sitting there going, you know what? I would like to do something different, but I'm just going to go play some more Crimson Desert this afternoon. I think what we're going to do tomorrow morning, though, is I think we're going to go do some Disco Elysium tomorrow morning, which I've never done before, and I wouldn't mind checking it out just because it's on Game Pass. I don't plan on that being a playthrough, but I have, like, it's like the Final Cut edition, which has, like, all the voiceovers and stuff, I guess. So I'm intrigued to check it out because I've been told by many people that it is a masterpiece, even though it has a much troubled history since then. Planet of Lana looks too, but I was honestly looking at the numbers going, there's only like 212 people watching it total across Steam. And I was like, I'm not going to go play that game because it's just going to tank my numbers. That's something I'll play on my own time, which I don't get much of, but I'm not going to bother streaming that game because it's not going to be worth it. Yeah, I don't really have a lot of free time is the funny thing. That's exactly what happens. I probably only do that maybe 5 or 6 times a year. I'll play a game offline just to do a first impressions video. But it doesn't happen very often. Most of the stuff I do online. I've played all the Doom games. Most recent one we did a playthrough of on stream. Check it out. Reviews and accordingly are over on YouTube. Oh no, everybody, it's a loading screen. Quick, we need to go complain on Reddit. Crimson Desert is an open world game, but it still has loading screens. Imagine that. What's that, kids? Every game have loading screens. That's right. Every game out there does have loading screens. Glad you guys understand that. Alright, we need to gather clues on the crow in Hernand. Let's just hoof it.
You're hardly worth my time. Fleeing coward!
There's no way I'm getting. I gotta get one more. Oh, I got him! With 1 second to spare. Woot! With a cannon? That's crazy, Greyforge. Out of the way, Peck.
Ah, if it isn't one of the vaunted grey means. Took you long enough.
Where is White Crow?
White Crow? Ah, you mean the offering. On her way to the altar as we speak.
Oh, is this gonna be a boss fight?
I've long wondered why Mother ever cared for the likes of you. Let's find out! Shall we?
I'm not ready for a boss fight, guys. We're like not even 10 minutes into the stream. No, I'm not using the home. I'm not decorating either. I'm not gonna spend my time decorating this game.
And I've no more business here.
Stop right there.
Why would Mother bother with such filth? Kill him.
Oh, that is not a boss fight. Okay, at least not yet.
Where has he
Alright.
vanished to?
Greymane,
I loosed it.
I sense White Crow is no longer in her land. They're heading to Demonis. We must find
Demonis.
her before it's too late.
Well, that sounds like a brand new location that we're heading to, which is way the hell. Oh my god, that is like a long, long way away. Alright, do I have... I don't even have any teleport things near there. Well, we might as well... Yeah, I guess we're going for a ride. Let me go northeast along the river and we'll look for teleportation stuff. Yes, the game is big. Dun, 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 dun. Ooh, did I spawn next to some ore? Pick it up, buddy. Thank you. Got one more. Alright. Alright. There's some copper over there we should go get as well. think I just poisoned myself by accident. Gotta love it when you do that. What? Cute. I was gonna say, I know some of it fell right down here. And there's another copper node right around the corner I gotta go grab. No. Why did you switch away from my mining thing? Alright, did you grab all the iron, buddy? I think you did. Alright. We're still on this side of the river, right? Yeah. Let's go ahead and see what we can see in terms of teleportation things. Nothing in the immediate vicinity. We gotta ride a long ass way. No, no, what are you doing? It tried to lock. Ooh, what is that up there? What is that? I've not seen you before. Azurite mineral. No, I did not ask you to mount the fucking horse again. We're coming over here to mine. I haven't seen this before. I know I've picked... excuse me. I know I found some azurite while I was doing a quest earlier. But I had never seen it as a mineable material. Still no teleports in the direct vicinity. Do you need a special tool to mine? You definitely need a... I mean... You can use a pickaxe. I have a mining drill. Pickaxe, you can use a pickaxe. You can also use this force hand ability. Allows you to also mine. So there are many ways to mine. But I don't see any teleports on this side yet. I wonder if I need to go up top.
Yeah. Oh. Hiya.
Yeah, I'm skipping World of Warcraft. I don't have time. Way too many other games to play.
Yeah. Yeah. Ho.
I can't believe there are no teleportation rings along this path.
Hiya. Run. Yeah.
Is that a cave right there? That is totally a cave. What is inside of here, buddy? Oh, what is this? Oh, I'm learning something. Unknown cave. Oh, we got a memory.
This place matches General Bastier's description. Must be something.
Would I say I'm addicted to this game? Nope.
Yeah, a place just like
But
that.
it's making good money.
I already searched the inside.
Let's just check it a little more. It's got to be here.
Fine, fine.
And there's no other new releases at the moment, so. Yep, Lego Batman is on the agenda for May, along with 007 and a few other games. Well, I don't know what I'm supposed to do in here per se. Focusing the light doesn't look anything in here. Can't do anything with that. What camera do I use for streaming? I just have a Logitech. Man, these are old webcams too. I think it's the 922C. They're like 8 or 10-year-old webcams. I don't think I can seal it, Gray. I tried. Let me go back down and check again. I'm pretty sure it didn't give me anything when I grabbed it. Yeah, I don't get anything with it. I can't move it. Can't do anything with it, so I'm not quite sure what this puzzle's about or what it relates to. Anyway, I'm using like 8 or these are more like 10-year-old webcams, I think, at this point. They're 1920 by 1080 Logitech 922C webcams. I've got 2 of them. I only use 1 at the moment. I was using 2 because, but TikTok finally let me use my virtual camera about 2 weeks ago, so I was able to use it. But I have 1 for my computer, and I had 1 for my wife's computer back when she was doing cosplay with us on our actual play series for D&D. Yeah, it's not the best webcam in the world, but it works. I mean, it's just a matter of fact, I could probably see what it is if I right click here on the yeah, C922 is what it is. The C922 Pro Stream webcam. They're a USB, it's a Logitech USB
Hey, let's talk.
webcam. No, I don't need 4K. No. Yeah, I honestly, the amount of people, I mean, I still haven't seen enough people watching my content in 4K to justify needing to move to 4K stuff of any kind whatsoever. Like, there's just, it's like, I think it's less than 5% of my audience the last time I looked. Less than 5% watch anything in 4K. That's not enough for me to justify upgrading to 4K equipment. Not only that, but like, because I multi-stream on YouTube, Twitch, Kick, and TikTok all at the same time, I can't stream anything in 4K because of the limitations on the codecs front. Okay, shielded guys are definitely kind of a pain to take down with a sword. Why are there more of them coming? Oh, Jesus, we got like a champion. Where the fuck are all you guys coming from? Jesus. Alright. That's what I was just getting to. We can't even do 4K streaming on Twitch. Twitch just started doing beta testing or alpha testing for their 2K streaming codec. About 6-8 months ago, I'm in the beta. But hardly anyone is watching in 2K. Like 99% of people are watching in just regular old 1920 by 1080. So it's not worth it right now. There's nobody. First and foremost, you can't stream in 4K to any platform if you're multi-streaming. The only way I can stream in 4K is if I'm only streaming to YouTube. I can stream in 4K on YouTube, but the moment you start streaming to other platforms, you're no longer allowed to stream in 4K because you have to abide by the codecs via other platforms. Like Twitch doesn't allow 4K streaming. 2K is in beta, but it's not available to everybody. Damn it, there's another... Oh, that's a bounty. I need to get up top here and look for a teleport. Not what I wanted to do, you dumbass. Put your weapon away. Are there any teleports nearby? Oh shit, they all followed me up here. Well, it's gonna be slow going through here. There's soldiers everywhere that want to eat my face off. Nobody likes me in this kingdom. I'm out here looking for teleports. I'm not finding shit. Alright, we got something over here. Oh, got something over there. Let's ride to that one first.
Go. Hey up. Hey up. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think that's a teleport. Defeat crabs. Can you brush your horse? I have no idea. Haven't tried.
Hiya! Faster! Whoa.
Ah, finally I found a teleport stone here. I don't know what you can do with your horse, to be honest with you. Open horse. Oh, you can pet your horse, it looks like.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are there a lot of people on Kick? Some people have big audiences on Kick. I do not have a big audience on Kick. I just started using Kick in November as part of the multi-stream for shits and giggles, just to have another platform to be on. But I rarely get more than 4 or 5 people. I think the most I've had watching on Kick is like 6 people at any given time. So I don't even think I might have 200 followers on Kick. It's just another place that I put up and said, you know what, if it ever gets monetized, you know, I can earn subscription revenue over there, but I don't earn any advertising revenue over there. So I have 2 or 3 people who drop subs over there, which is nice, which is cool, but it's not, I don't earn advertising revenue yet. You have to have a pretty significant following to earn ad revenue. Some people got grandfathered in. They did like a big old if you have a following elsewhere, we'll automatically get you into the program on Kick.
Him to go this far.
Like a year and a half, 2 years ago, but I wasn't paying attention to it at the time, so I missed that. But I just decided, I added Kick and TikTok in November to the live stream, just to be live in more places. But I'm not monetized in them. I just literally use those places to push people to YouTube and Twitch, because that's where I make the bulk of my money. And if people watch there, that's cool. It's some additional eyes on things, but it's not significant at the moment. Hang on, I gotta put a cat outside. Get in a hot tub and I'll get more views. Probably. I don't need it though.
You don't know your place. Came all this way to meet your death.
Is this gonna be the boss fight with him, I wonder?
Your carcass isn't worth claiming.
Okay.
I'll leave it for my crow. Let me remind you of your weakness. Is that all the fight you have in you?
Ah.
You think this pathetic display?
The lock-on failed me.
Should I be feeling overpowered yet?
Don't get cocky, Greymane. Come and find me. Your doom awaits.
I hate with every fiber of my being boss mobs who run. Because they make you fight them multiple times. It's so fucking lame. That's one of my most detested game mechanics, is boss fights. Bosses who run. Did I see the tip on how to not fall in the abyss? Dribrom says I did not. Nope. Circus. These are all the same. Okay. Oh.
Teacher, I think I hear strange noises outside.
Ah, sounds like someone's come calling. It'll settle soon. No need to worry.
Stop lying. I don't see the director anywhere.
Peace now.
I'm scared.
Peace. Solomon watches over us. I'll go see if the director's safe. There could be danger, so bolt the door and keep out of sight. You're not to go outside. Understood? No matter the knocking. If it's not my voice, do not open the door.
All right. I won't.
Okay. Let's keep gathering information. Yes, not having to equip that helmet manually, yeah, that's been a big, big help.
There must be.
Calm yourself. I'm looking for a man clad in black feathers. I was pursuing him, lost the trail at the altar.
Almighty Solomon.
You know something about this?
Even after all that bloodshed, those fiends forced open Heaven's Gate.
Heaven's Gate?
It's the sanctuary we have stood watch over for generations. Not simply because it was sacred. There's more to it. It is said that the gate leads to a world beyond our own. But now those wicked souls have passed through.
So this was the showdown he sought.
They were evil incarnate. They sought the secret to open Heaven's Gate, and slaughtered the faithful who held their tongues.
That's what befell all those people.
Most were murdered. A lucky few were taken away. It was hell itself. They said it was all for the mother.
Madman.
Hang
In
on.
the cellar lies a relic that can open Heaven's Gate.
Sorry guys, that was the Amazon guy. And if I didn't have a chance to like chuck the headset and go because they will not wait. He was out there honking his horn on his scooter. If you don't get there quick, they will take off. So, good thing is that's the delivery I was waiting on. So I can now I'll have to go feed the cats here in a few minutes. But that was the big thing I was waiting on since Chris wasn't here. All right.
Here, take the key and stop those monsters.
Find somewhere safe and stay hidden.
Oh, no. No, 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 no. Nothing gets left by the door here. Fuck that. I wouldn't have people leave it by the door anyway. Like, there is no way I would let a delivery driver leave a thing by the door anywhere ever. I live so far out in the boonies that it's not official Amazon delivery drivers. It's all subcontractors. Sometimes it's a guy in a little white cargo truck van thing. But recently they've been using guys on scooters. Oh, come on, man. I'm looking this up. I don't have the patience for this shit. Which one is this? This is the church. Lower right, upper left. It says lower right. Assuming this is the right one. Lower right. Upper left. Lower left. Upper right. Thank you. Just take whatever's in the fucking thing without making me push 50 fucking boxes. Buttons, man. If he opens the box, just take whatever's in there. Rawr! People definitely steal shit if it's left outside. That is a huge thing if you pay attention to like I mean it's all I can go to TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, whatever, and I can watch hundreds of videos of people who have cameras on their porches, and there's porch thieves. People who literally will wait for delivery drivers to show up, and they will run up onto the deck and like they don't care what's in the box, because whatever's in the box they can sell at the pawn shop, they can maybe resell on Amazon, they can put it up on eBay. Like, thieves are thieves, man. Fuck those people. So yeah, it's definitely a thing, which is why I'm really glad they don't leave packages here. Like, yeah. If you're not quick, like they'll some of the guys will call me, like when they're coming from the city. If it's like a big package coming from the city, the Amazon the subcontractor, they'll actually give me a call, and they'll be like, "Hey, are you at home right now?" And I'm like, "Yeah," and then they'll drive by. Other guys, like the guys they're just coming with one small package, like that was a toaster. Um, they'll just show up on a motorcycle or a scooter with like a cargo thing on the back, and they've got like 10 deliveries in the back of their on their motorcycle, and they won't ring your doorbell. They won't get off their bike. They'll roll up to the front of your house, and they'll beep 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 beep, and they'll beep 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 again. And if you're not outside within the first like 90 seconds, they will roll on out of here. Like, you gotta be quick. Usually Chris will get the door, but she's not home today, so I had to keep the volume down really low while I was waiting. But they're here now, so I can actually play the game at full volume now, like I normally do. I think I'm gonna get another cup of coffee here in a minute. I'm also gonna feed the cats here in a minute. Let's see what we need to do here first. Oh, it would help if it was not so dark and I could actually see what I'm supposed to see here. I can't see shit here because of the time of day. Man, I'm gonna have to pass the time. I can't see shit here. I think that's correct. No. And then he let go of it. Ah, why does he keep backing all the way out, you fucking idiot? Alright. Oh, that's cool looking. Oh, I thought there was something right there. There's obviously not. I mean, there's something over there, but it's really far away. I think we're better off just going straight over here to this thing.
You can't deny that coin's a fine motivator. Put a bounty on a man and even his own mother won't harbor him.
So I'm probably going to need an outfit to get in here. Or I'm going to have to sneak in or something. They definitely... Well, hang on. The location I'm looking at probably isn't even a part of this now that I'm looking here. Never mind.
Fight like you mean it.
I don't want to fight. Why did that one guy not want to kill me and then that guy does want to kill me? That makes no sense. There's possibly some teleports around here, but not necessarily right here. Alright, we have come to the spire. I am going to take a short AFK here before we go any further, because I'm assuming we're going to have to do another puzzle and a boss fight. But I need to go feed my cats and check on all the animals, because I am on solo homestead duty. So we're going to take 5. In the meantime, don't forget to follow along over on YouTube, because everything in between the streams happens over there. So make sure to get onto the YouTube channel in between the streams. This is the perfect chance to go follow along. Don't forget the Discord, and I'll be back here in a few minutes. Josh Carter says this is his game of the year. Good for you. I'm glad. Glad that you found your game of the year already. Way too early for me to have selected a game of the year yet. Got a lot of great games ahead of us to play. Thanks for the Twitch sub, Gavidio85. Appreciate the support. Let me catch up on chat really quick before we get going. Dun, 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 dun. Forchek says, I saw that the guy who's playing Snape in the new TV show is receiving death threats. And Dribrum said anyone who is famous receives death threats, and it's been that way since the 60s. Yeah, I can also confirm. I get death threats all the time, and I'm just a streamer, and I'm a white dude. Death threats are pretty common and have been for a long time. If you're going to be anybody that's in the public eye, you're going to get death threats. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter if you're man, white, black, white, man, woman, straight, gay. You're going to get death threats. There's going to be some whack job out there who's going to send you death threats. So, it is what it is. I report the major ones to the authorities, yes. A lot of the bullshit where it's just somebody saying something stupid, I will just, you ignore it, you block it, and you move on. But the serious ones, I definitely report. So yeah, it's not a daily basis, but it's a weekly basis, and it's gotten worse the bigger I've gotten. It was really bad for like the week and a half after I got back from the Bethesda trip, because there's a bunch of people who really hate Bethesda, and they hate Todd Howard, and they really hate me because I like Starfield. And I anticipate when we start our Starfield playthrough in a couple of weeks, it'll be bad again. What's up, Allie? Good to see ya. Oh, I heard. Why did I hear a dog barking so sharply? Huh. Activate the Spire of Soaring. Can I just, crawl through here, and that whole time I was like, no, he's gonna lean. Well, what about attacking the door? Internet is weird, hating on someone that is just living every gamer's dream. I already tried Force Push. Doesn't seem to do anything. I death threatened one of the bosses in this game after losing 5 times in a row. Trish says I could never be a public person on the internet. So much hate and bullshit. You have to be able to. It's part of the job. Alright, well, I don't see an immediate way through here. I may have to climb. Unless there's maybe... I wonder if there's like a cave or something where there's an entrance around here that I can find. I don't think I can go in through the windows. Oh. There's a shovel. I haven't seen any memories. What's up, Morpheo? Gray says, I saw a dude fighting a higher level boss after 20 minutes of the game and he was in starter gear and then said that this game sucks. That is one of the biggest issues, I think, is that kind of stuff. Alright, my guess is going to be that there's a cave down here or something somewhere. And I think I just found it. How did I know that? Because I've played enough video games over the years, kids. There's always a cave. Okay, that's something over there. Let's check the other corners. Dude, this music right here reminds me of the music in Hell Is Us. Which, by the way, Hell Is Us had some really great music. Oh, hello. Okay, we've got 2. I don't know what that just did. There's a lot of noise happening right now. Wait, are those fans suddenly turning? Do they stop turning when I let go of that? Alright, hang on. That did something. Oh, I see. That like, God damn it, I gotta... Still on my poison arrows. And then I bet I have to put that thing back in once I get on the elevator. Come on, jump. Get on the... And I bet the elevator goes up now. Maybe? No, 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 no. It went up without me. Okay, I should come back down now. I guess it just takes a minute after you plug it back in for the thing to start again. Stop! Stop! Stop using your fucking bow. How do you just cancel this? Fucking hate the buttons in this game. Let's just wait. It should just turn on in a minute. It did. Okay. That was my mistake last time, was I thought I needed to do something to activate this thing, but I just needed to wait a minute. Yeah, I did the dodge roll, and the problem with it when I do the dodge roll is I keep falling off, and that was my... Oh, I bet I needed to get off on that floor for something. There is something that needs to be plugged in right there. If I had to guess, I gotta rob it from here, you fucker! Alright. Drop down. Okay. I bet I have to rob that and push it up through there. Now it's going to go down, but only down one level. Okay. I can't jump with this, so let's let that go. Okay. You fucker, how do I do this? There, right there, I think is where I can put it. Oh no, you fucker! Man, I get sick. I fucking hate the controls in this game. I get so Twitter-pated. I tried to cancel the bow shot and like dodge rolled out the window. That could have been catastrophic. And I have a shitty camera angle here. Let me look up, please. I need to be able to stick this in the wall somewhere. Stand up, dumbass. Look up. So I can't get a POV to stick it into that thing. Oh, you know what? This might not be what I think it is. Those are those panels that you have to turn. I might not have been supposed to rob this. Oh shit, it's doing something here. I think I need to put this back where it came from. I think I have to slam it. That didn't work. Neither did that work. Why is my slam not working? There we go. Okay, so I didn't realize what this was at first. This is one of those circuit panels where we have to turn the things. Alright. Yeah, that's called yellow paint, everybody. These blue glowing lines and this right here with the torch, that's called yellow paint. Duh. Alright. So that needs to go the other direction. Oh, you know what? We need to start over here, though, I think. Because this one has... I'm not giving my thoughts on stream anymore, guys. I've made like 20 different reviews and videos on YouTube that you should go watch. There's a huge playlist on YouTube with a bunch of reviews and impressions. I did my additional review, my ongoing review, Thoughts After 50 Hours today on YouTube. So y'all definitely need to get on over there and check that stuff out. Come on. Not where I wanted it to go. How am I gonna get that? That's I gotta turn it around. Yeah, it needs to go the other. Nope, other direction. You know what? Sometimes this is really annoying. That needs to turn down. Okay. That needs to turn. Nope. Stop. Just like that. Yellow and blue paint, kids. Yellow and blue paint. Okay. Now I've got like multiple circuits. Hi. Fucking camera. Get me where I want to go, man. I think I'm stuck on the roof. There we go. Ah! Jump off, bro. Okay. Is there something outside I need to take a peek at? No, I don't think so. What am I missing here? So there's definitely circuits. That look like we might want to be able to show here. You guys need to stop putting just constant tips in chat. Relax, please. If I need help, I'll ask for help. It's really hard because every time I glance over, I'm seeing like people just put stuff. Just please don't. Just I know it's hard because you've done it. You don't want to see me struggle, but I do want to struggle a little bit. I'm just gonna have to go move the chat window so I can't even see it. Put it on the other monitor so I can't even see the scroll. All right. Okay, now I get the move option. I did not get the move option when I put it in the center. When you put it in the center, it doesn't do anything. When you put it on the sides, it does something. So, it looks like I need to get this something here because there's a circuit running up from the bottom. No, it's got to go one more. Because it needs to go to all three. Yep, there we go. Okay, we've reached the top of the spire. Did it just open up top? I don't think it has yet. It's about to. There it goes. Majestic as fuck. Are we floating now? Is this thing floating free? This thing is definitely floating free. Oh yeah, we're definitely on a cube. Yeah, we have definitely detached from the tower and we are floating up. God, I wish I could get better view from this. Like to pull the camera out even more. Well, I guess we're going for a ride. Yeah, it's moving, Allie. We're going somewhere. I know, what a view, right, Stedman? Going for a ride. I don't know where we're going. Customize. This is our ship now. Customize it like in Starfield. Oh, we're about to pierce the cloud cover. Are we about to have a big bad boss fight in the sky? I feel like we're about to have a big bad boss fight in the sky. The problem here is going to be if I'm allowed to fall off and fail, because I will fall off and fail. Oh, there's a big yellow button. That's what you call yellow paint, my friends. Blue paint, yellow paint. Yeah, my vertigo does not like this kind of stuff, Studman, for sure. Spire of Soaring. Alright, we have activated that abyss Nexus thingy. Alright, now we've got to activate the sky bridge on this place. Which... See, this kind of stuff makes me think of, like, Destiny 2 and Halo. Even though we've been given no explanation about any of this sci-fi shit. Well, I don't feel like this was the right way to go. No, we're going in the wrong direction. We gotta go that way. Oh, I'm definitely expected to jump this. And I'm not going to be able to do it with my precision jump. So I gotta fucking... No, mommy. Man, it's almost like I need to get up there. There's roots. Roots. Bloody roots. How the fuck am I supposed to get up there? Am I expected to climb? I wonder if I'm supposed to run out there and grab a hold of one of those circles and let it carry me up to the top. Holy shit. Let me go... God, I almost feel it would have been better to jump onto that circle on the other side and let it carry me around up top, but I don't know if that's feasible. And I'm so terrified of falling off because it'll, like, reset my progress on these stupid puzzles. Although I do have a teleporter right here on this. Oh, hang on. Never mind. I'm talking out of my ass because there's a column we can climb right here. We're good. At least we're good for a minute. I'm gonna have this. It's still gonna lead me to places I don't like going. God, my fear of heights is seriously triggered right now. Don't look down. Don't look down. Jesus, my stomach is like not in liking. Oh, and there's lasers that are gonna try to what? Kill me? No, we're good. Don't look down. There's definitely something right there. Oh, these are those plants that kill you. No. Move. Those plants will kill you. I think these things you can crouch on and blast. Apparently not. I was wondering if I could go explore over there, because I don't know if there's going to be like a chest over there or something, but I'm also like terrified. These plants are deadly. They will like zap you in one hit. Oh shit, my health is already almost down anyway. Ow! They almost got me. I thought you had to stand in them for them to damage you, but apparently not. I don't see it. I don't see how I could potentially get over there. Not that I want to get over there, but if you look at the map, there's definitely something in that direction. I just don't know if it's worth like going to and if it's a sub. BM says, great 50-hour review on YouTube. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Thank you very much. What's up, Napier? What's up, Heinrich? Deep, slow breaths, Allie. I know, right? If I wasn't under the weather right now with like a potential cold, I would totally go outside and have a little Santa's salad. But I took some cold meds earlier. So we're raw dogging it. There is a teleporter that I can use if I fall. Alright. Plants. So see, this is totally something because there's 3 batteries up here. I could totally rob those batteries for something, I bet. Yeah, why would you let me come over here? What is over here? Precision jump time. Why would you let me come over here if there's nothing here? I am suspicious. By the way, what? Look at that guy's down there. What is that? Like, there's an ice tower down there in like the middle of like a spiral thing. That's cool. All right, I don't think this is anything here. Left-handed cigs. I have never heard of it referred to as a left-handed cigarette. Oh my god, that's hilarious. I do love how somebody was like, a doobie. Oh. Well, you can rob these batteries for other things, so I don't know if there's potentially a puzzle up here or not, so maybe there is. I don't know. We're not going to screw anything up for now, though. Don't go down. That place is nice but deadly. Yeah, doobie's the old school word, man. I grew up with people who called it doobie. Man, it's gonna have a doobie. That's some funny shit. Alright. Usually I have to transformer this shit. Thanks for the Twitch sub, Old and Slow. That's a resub. 2nd month in a row. Thank you very much. Alright, where do these go to? There's those stupid plants. That looks like it needs power, but it doesn't have it. Oh shit, there's... Yeah, don't fall. Your uncle and you still refer to them as doobies? I don't think I've called them doobies in a while. That's a good word though. Oh, I will definitely ask if I need help with the puzzles for sure. I'm wondering if I'm going to need to go grab those batteries from over there and put them somewhere. Hang on, is there like a circuit underneath me that I didn't see before? Hey, hey, hey. Okay. There is. I don't think that has any power coming to it. I'm betting I have to do something with these beams of light. I need a different POV of this. Yeah, I think I could swear that has power, but you know what? Why is that laser pointing into the middle of nowhere? Can I do something with those machines? That one's pointing in the middle of nowhere as well. Could I somehow point them over there towards that? That's definitely... Yeah, and bear in mind, I'm playing on... Oh, get away from those plants. I'm on, I'm on performance mode now, and it looks awesome. Like, it looked even better when I was playing on quality mode, but my eye strain was getting real, so I had to bump it down so I could get better frames, just because I'm old. And when you play 12 hours a day, yeah, everything you can do to help your eyes. Oh, that did something. Yep, here we go. I need to move this over to power that up. That'll get one circuit. I think I gotta go over to the... Oh, now that started... Dude, this is cool. This is a legit puzzle, man. I like this. Okay, so now I gotta go over to do the other one now. Stay away from those plants. Whoop, whoop, too much. Yeah, I think performance mode looks great. The only thing I noticed between performance mode and quality mode, or the high-end mode on the PS5 Pro, was obviously the textures on like surfaces look better on quality mode, because it adds, like, you can see like water and wetness, and there's more texture when you have quality mode on. And I did the first, I think we're on stream number 16, I think. If you go watch the first 14 streams, like the first 45 hours of the game, I played it on quality mode, but I was starting to get eye strain to play in longer sessions. So I was like, I'm going to go ahead and bump it down. And yesterday and today I've played only on performance mode, and I've had zero eye strain. Like, I played 8 hours yesterday, zero eye strain at all, but we were playing purely on performance mode. Dribrom says on YouTube it looks the same regardless, so I think quality is probably 40. It definitely didn't feel like 30 to me, old and slow. I don't know, because I don't run an FPS checker, so I can't tell you, but I think quality mode was probably like 40 or 40 plus. I don't know. I would have to go Google somebody else's shit about it, because I don't really complain about frame rates. They don't bother me. I don't pay attention to it. I was telling this to people earlier. 90% of the time I play games on performance mode regardless of the platform I'm playing on, because I play long sessions and I'm streaming these games. So I'm full-time in front of a computer screen. So I'm almost always going to go performance mode regardless of what platform I'm playing on. Okay, see, that is lit up now. which means theoretically it has power. But this was the bad route. The bad route. The bad route. The bad route. The plants are evil. Not enough spirit. Oh, come on now. What are symptoms of eye strain? Your eyes hurt. Headaches. Blurry vision. Eye strain. You'll feel it. Alright. I may need to turn this. I've definitely used guides on YouTube for some of the puzzles on this game. Alright, we're still missing something here. That's working now. We definitely have power. It kind of acted like it could move. But yet I haven't been able to figure out how to make it move yet. Because if I blast it... See, that jiggles a little like it could potentially move. But so far I haven't figured out a way to make this move yet. No. Alright, there's definitely something to be figured out here. Don't know what it is yet. No, I think that is a bullshit excuse of people who don't want to go out and work hard and make more money, Dwayne. When I started driving a vehicle in 1996, gas was 79 cents a gallon. Gas is now $4.50 a gallon. Why? Because shit gets more expensive as time goes on. Groceries cost more, rent costs more, land costs more, all water costs more, gas costs more. Everything goes up with costs. If you go back 2,000 years, shit was cheaper than it is today. If you go forward in time 2,000 years from now, it'll be more expensive than it is today. Things do not become inaccessible simply because costs go up. That's just the nature of the human existence and commercialism, consumerism, and etc. If you look at the math, gaming was way more expensive in the 80s and the 90s than it is today. Taking inflation into account. We've used the math on the, I think it was last year we talked about how in 1992 Street Fighter 2 was $70 at GameStop or Toys R Us or whatever. In today's dollars, that's like $175 for a game. So people who say $70 is too expensive for a game, no, it's not, because games were $70 back in the early 90s. That's about $175 in today's dollars. So spending $70-$80 on a game in today's currency, gaming is way cheaper than it was. Also, for example, I went back and looked at the first gaming, not even gaming PC, the first PC that I bought for myself was a Gateway all-in-one. It didn't even have a graphics card in it in like 1998 maybe. It cost me $3,000. In 1998. Hang on, let me Google that right now. What is $3,000 in 1998 compared to worth today? $3,000 in 1998 is the equivalent of $6,000 in today's dollars. So I paid the equivalent of $6,000 for an all-in-one computer that didn't even have a graphics card back in 1998 to play EverQuest on. So the idea that gaming is expensive in today's, no, it's not. Oh no, the PlayStation went up. It's still not that expensive compared to where I came from, compared to what I grew up with. Gaming used to be way more expensive. It is extremely accessible in today's day and age. The issue is that the dollar as a purchasing point has deflated in terms of value because of all this stupid shit of people just printing money for, I don't want to get into politics. The dollar isn't worth what it used to be. That's a big part of it. The dollar no longer has the value that it had 20 years ago, let alone 40 years ago. So yeah. Saul says the Atari 2600 was my first gaming console, $200 in 1977, which is $1,070 in today's dollars. Yep. So your Atari 2600 is worth what the new price point is for the PS5 Pro. It's the cost of living. There's so many other things that you know. I always tell people gaming is a luxury. There are people living in parts of the world that don't have access to clean running water. They don't have air conditioning, let alone a high-speed internet connection, and the idea of owning a console is completely out of their imagination. Some people live in countries where they are being bombed every single day by crazy governments and psychopaths in power around the world. People are being displaced from their homes. And in the first world, people are like, God damn it, the PS5 went up by $150. This fucking sucks. Greedy corporations. Blah, 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 blah. Perspective is key. Perspective is key. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with this puzzle, damn it. I know it turns because if I do this, it definitely jiggled a minute ago. You see that? That fucking jiggled. It jiggled a little bit more. But it doesn't want to turn. It's almost like there's a lock in place. I cannot see what the fuck it could potentially be. It's like the chevrons on the Stargate. Let me get a different POV. Stop. There's something up there that it's flashing me at. I wonder if there's a control up there that unlocks this. I don't see any control panels. Do you know what I'm wondering? Give me the lantern, you stupid fucking UI. There we go. That has power. That does not have power, I don't think. You know what? I think that's what that fucking is. That doesn't look like it has power. Because I don't see any blue juice. There's blue juice in that one. Ha ha! Look at that right there. I gotta connect it, I bet. Alright, now we got juice. That one doesn't have juice, though. That one goes way the fuck over there. Bingo. Bingo bango. Ah, I fingered it out. But I get by with a little help from my friends because I totally read somebody's tip. Check the cables. And I was like, oh, you're shit. You're right. Check the cables. All right. Let's power start this bitch. Oh, do not fling yourself off the fucking edge, dumbass. Jesus. So you need to watch my videos, Mike Kelly, because I about rage quit last night and put it down completely. I had to literally just make a commitment to ignore certain aspects of the game. Because there are some things in this game that I hate so bad, I don't want to do them at all. I refuse to touch the stupid minigame related to poker. I am refusing to do the other Abyss quests up here. I need to go watch the video that Dribrom sent because he said there's potentially a tip that would alleviate the pressure points to that. There are things in this game that I find so atrociously bad that I'm refusing to play certain parts of the game. The good thing is, so far those parts of the game have been optional parts of the game that are not related to the main quest. Therefore, yes, but there are some things that I just think are so bad that they need to be stripped from the game and thrown away. Thanks for the super chat, Golden Crusade. Heinrich says, loving this game, chilling, having a beer, watching the stream, perfect Friday evening. Family's happy that I said no to a party. Nice. Starfield is a good game, guys. It's a great game. Do I read much fantasy and sci-fi novel? I don't read a lot these days, no. Since I stopped writing for a living, I quit reading all the time because I'm just focused on playing games, so I just do this. I play games for about 8 hours a day. I'll watch a TV show here and there with Chris or for the channel. Like we just finished Starfleet Academy last night. I'll get a review up on that soon. Then we're going to go watch the new Game of Thrones show. And then, covering gaming. No, I'm not in, I've read thousands of books in my lifetime, especially when I was writing full time. But I don't have time for it anymore. I much prefer consuming television shows and video games to get my entertainment fix. I think that reading a lot of books is great when you're writing full time because it gets you in the frame of mind to be putting words on paper, but I don't do that anymore for a living, so I'm not worried about it. Alright, we've got a bridge in this direction, which it looks like it's broken. You must restore all nearby abysses to open the sky bridge. Move to the final battleground? I would rather not. Can I not and say I did? I guess I can't do that one yet. Alright, I guess I have to go this way. Foundation Show is awesome. Yep, I've watched that and reviewed every episode on my YouTube channel. Does some armor take less damage in Starfield? Absolutely. Check the resists on all the armor sets. They all do different things. Give me a second, guys. I need to go. This is actually let's take 5. I'm home alone. I need to go make a circle of the ranch homestead and make sure all the animals are okay. I'm hearing strange noises outside. I just need to double check that everything is on the up and up, so I might as well just take 5. I'll be back. All right. Part of what I was hearing was the neighbors' kids were being obnoxious in the backyard, so I was hearing like kids screaming. I wasn't sure what was going on. All right. Morpheus says, "Don't hate me. I never really watched the new Star Wars trilogy. Knowing you're a big fan, would you recommend it? I'm kind of nostalgic attached to the old movies, scared of new things. You can't be scared of new things. You can't. So, the biggest challenge, whether it's Star Trek or Star Wars, and we're about to trigger some people. So here's what I'm going to urge you as I move into the next part of my statement. If you're someone who struggles with impulse control, and you're someone who struggles with being triggered when people talk about certain topics, maybe tune out, go take a walk. You're not going to like what I have to say next. Because we've had the last 3 days, we've had some great discussions about Star Trek, and it has triggered the racists, and they have come out in force. So I'm going to use Star Trek as an example, and then we're going to segue into Star Wars. But again, if you are easily triggered and you lack impulse control, I would urge you to just tune out right now. So, Starfleet Academy, which I just finished watching last night, has already filmed its second season, and Paramount decided to cancel it and move on to other things because it wasn't getting the viewership that it deserved. Now, the snowflake mob, the incel mob, immediately took to Twitter, X, and social media to celebrate the downfall of woke Star Trek. William Shatner then came out of the woodwork and said, "Y'all are crazy. Because back in the 60s, we featured the very first kiss between a white person and a black person. And if you looked at that through the lens of today's terminology, you would be calling Star Trek the original series woke slop DEI garbage. But because it aired in the 60s, you have painted it with this brush of nostalgia, and you are considering it to be this holy grail that it's not, because Star Trek has always been about portraying gay people, homosexual people, transgender people, equality, interracial couples. Star Trek has always been about that. The modern generation of viewers who are easily triggered by things and who don't know what they're talking about like to paint the original series as this thing, and they refer back to it as like this whole, and I love Shatner coming out of the woodwork going, "You're wrong. All Trek," and this, you got to go watch his stuff. He said all Trek is worthy of enjoying, even if all of Trek is different. And he says, "I might not enjoy all of Trek equally, but I embrace it all as part of the Star Trek Bible, the Star Trek journey." The key thing is, he said, "I might not enjoy every Star Trek equally, but I embrace all of Star Trek as part of the whole." And it has always been woke DEI the whole time. Now I want to take that and apply that onto Star Wars. This is the thing I have always said about Star Wars. All Star Wars is good Star Wars. It's just that some Star Wars is better than other Star Wars. And what's better is going to depend on your subjective tastes. But just as Shatner embraces all of Star Trek as a totality, I also embrace all of Star Wars in its totality. Do I think that all Star Wars is amazing? No, I do not. I think the Christmas special is one of the most atrocious things I've ever seen, and George Lucas was the one behind that. I thought the Ewok movies were amazing when I saw them when I was a kid. I've watched them as an adult. They are not amazing films. But in the lens of time, they are still important in the overall journey of Star Wars. Are the new Star Wars movies that Disney has done as good as the movies that George Lucas did? Again, subjective. He's 13 now, my nephew. He believes that The Last Jedi is the best Star Wars movie that he's ever seen. It's one of his favorite films of all time. When I took him to see The Rise of Skywalker, which was number 9, right? The third movie that Disney did. And I've talked about this elsewhere on my channel. I have a video on this. I cringed at the aspect of, and I hate to spoil this, but I have to spoil it to give context to this. I mean, you might not have seen it, Morpheo, but I have to kind of spoil this a little bit to understand the context of it. Well, maybe I won't. I won't spoil it. What I will say is the story of that final film, number 9 in the series, has a story. There's some story beats that I looked at and went, "Oh, really? Come on. Couldn't you have done something different?" I personally did not enjoy number 9 that much. But when I turned over to see, at the time I think he was 7 or 8 years old, when I saw the joy on my nephew's face as he was watching this film with me and his dad, so his dad and his uncle, who took this little 7, 8-year-old kid to see Star Wars in the theater, when I saw the joy on this kid's face at seeing lightsabers and Wookiees and blasters and stormtroopers and all of this spectacle on the screen, and he was in an absolute place of sheer joy. He was in heaven on earth. And I looked at that and said, I don't have the right to take that joy away from him. I don't have the right to tell him that I don't think that that film is the best film. I don't enjoy that film. I need to shut the fuck up and let him enjoy Star Wars in the way that he wants to enjoy Star Wars. Because that is a memory that he will never forget. And if I, as the uncle if I would have said as an uncle, "Man, you don't know what you're missing, little nephew. Empire Strikes Back is the best film. This is woke slop garbage compared to what George Lucas created." If I would have said that in that moment, I would have ruined his fucking experience. And I would have robbed him of that moment of going to see Star Wars in the theaters with his dad and his uncle. What kind of an asshole would I be if I did that to a 7-year-old kid? And that, my friends, is why I always tell people, it doesn't matter if you don't necessarily like one Star Wars film or another Star Wars film. It's all subjective. What's important to understand is that all Star Wars is equal and worthy and is part of the Star Wars canon. You, as an audience member, have zero rights to tell another person that something isn't canon, that it's not worth viewing, that it's trash, that it's garbage, that it's slop. Fuck you if you're the type of person who does that to someone else when they just want to sit down and enjoy something. It's okay to recognize and have personal opinions that you might not like certain pieces of Star Wars or Star Trek as much as other pieces. But you should never, ever, ever tell another person that something is shitty and that they shouldn't waste their time on it. So my advice to you as a huge Star Wars fan is, the new trilogy, in my opinion, is not the best thing in the world, but it is worthy of watching, and it has lots of good moments in it, and it has many interesting new characters. Do I enjoy the stories as much as George Lucas's stuff? Nope. Nor do I need to. It's still an important part of Star Wars and the journey of all of us who have been raised on Star Wars since the 70s. And it is an important part of the ongoing Star Wars adventures and journeys, which we are continuing to see played out with new media coming out like Star Wars Eclipse, which is a High Republic story, or Fate of the Old Republic, which is going to be an Old Republic story, or Star Wars Zero Company, which we just did a video on today, which is going to be a Clone Wars story. And you also have more shows coming out on Disney Plus, which are related to The Mandalorian and that spinoff. We have the Mandalorian and Grogu film coming. There are other films in the work. We have the Starship. I can't remember what it's called now. Ryan Gosling's in it. It just finished filming like a few months back. That is coming out in, I think, next year at some point. The Book of Boba Fett. Like, my niece, who's like 7 years old now, the Book of Boba Fett is like her favorite thing of all time. She loved the Book of Boba Fett. She loved that show. What kind of an asshole uncle would I be to tell her, the Book of Boba Fett is the worst piece of trash that Disney has ever produced? It's fucking shit. You should never support Disney. Fuck Disney. Disney sucks. Disney ruined Star Wars. Nah. Fuck you if that's the kind of person you are. Seriously, fuck you. Star Wars should be enjoyed by everyone, regardless of age. And the coolest part about that franchise, like with Star Trek, is that it has evolved over time. Because look back at Star Trek. It was illegal. Segregation was a thing when that show was on the air. So black states, certain states in the South would not air the episodes where they featured a white person kissing a black person when Star Trek aired in the 60s, because there was still that level of racism that existed in the United States, one of the most progressive countries on the planet at the time. And here we are in 2026, and you still have people getting pissed off and raging. When Star Wars Acolyte came out, you know what the number one talking point about that show was? It wasn't anything related to the story. It was the fact that it had a black woman who was the head of a coven, and the anti-woke crowd was out in force screaming about black lesbians in Star Wars Acolyte. That was the number one talking point about Star Wars Acolyte. Not whether or not the story was good, but that it had black lesbians in it. We haven't progressed as far as you might think when it comes to racist dipshits spewing stupid shit out of their mouths onto the internet or onto the newspapers, or refusing to air the television show on their precious TV network because, oh my god, it's got black people in it, it's got gay people in it, oh my god, it's woke slop garbage. We're not as progressive as you might think we would be 40 years, 50 years down the road from when Star Trek and Star Wars first aired. So that would just be my long rant of these franchises still exist. They're continuing to evolve under new leadership. If you are a fan of any franchise, whether it's Star Trek, Star Wars, Harry Potter, that's a whole nother can of worms is there. But these franchises exist independent of their creators these days. Gene Roddenberry is gone and dead. George Lucas handed it off to Disney. Rowling doesn't really have anything to do anymore with like the film franchises or the TV franchises. J.R.R. Tolkien, Rings of Power, new shows like The Hunt for Gollum or the new film that's coming out that Stephen Colbert is going to co-write. These franchises are going to continue to evolve over the course of our lifetimes and the lifetimes of our children, grandchildren, so on and so forth. The best thing any of us can do is embrace all of it, because it's all part of the journey and it's all worth celebrating. Okay? Star Trek is great. Star Wars is great. I love Star Wars. I love all Star Wars, while also admitting that not all Star Wars is, some Star Wars is great, some Star Wars not so great, but it's all Star Wars. To this day, like I said, I tried to go back and watch the Ewok films like 3 years ago, and I was like, ooh, yeah, that was bad. I don't remember it being bad, but I watched it when I was 7 years old. And it could be that my nephew, when he's 30 or 40 years old and goes back and watches The Last Jedi, he might be like, ooh, wow, yeah, I can't believe that I liked that at the time. But when you're 7 years old, all you care about is lightsabers and flashy graphics, and when I was 7, it was Darth Vader, and when he's 7, there's different villains on the screen. I can also remember when the prequel films hit, the amount of outrage over the young Anakin Skywalker kid. Yippee! That's Wizard! And Jar Jar Binks, like that. The things that Ahmad Best had to go through as a human being, the amount of hate and vitriol, he almost unalived himself because of how much hate and vitriol he faced while playing Jar Jar Binks. The kid who played Anakin Skywalker His whole adult life, he has literally been in and out of the psychiatric ward because of the things that he went through when he was younger, combined with a chemical imbalance that he has had as an adult. People are nasty, especially when it comes to fandoms. People say nasty shit all the time, especially when they are rabid anti-fans of a show. So, anyway, let me catch up on chat really quick to see if I got any closet racists that we have to ban. Because the last 3 days we've had a whole bunch of nastiness, which has come out on like Twitter. And we've had to ban a bunch of people for being racist assholes. Well, John Coons, the good thing is you're getting 2 seasons of Starfleet Academy. I think I liked the first episode, or the first season. I've reviewed all the episodes other than the finale. I just watched it last night. I've got a review forthcoming. I mean, it was like this. All the episodes were like this. The best ones were definitely the ones with Tatiana and Paul Giamatti. But it's like all Star Trek. If you sit down and watch all of 24 episodes of a Next Generation season, there's going to be good episodes and bad episodes. Good episodes and bad episodes. Good episodes and bad episodes. Like, you're never going to have a show that has just bangers all the time. Shatner for the win. Yes. Infinite diversity, infinite combinations. Shatner for the win. You're damn right, Allie. Shatner for the win. Voyager was awesome. I don't have that many memories of Voyager. I've only ever watched it through one time, and it was when I was watching it on the air, so my memory's a little fuzzy. I've seen Next Generation through twice. Deep Space Nine twice. It is unfortunate to hear about Starfleet Academy, yeah. But it wasn't getting the views. It's not... Star Trek has always been a niche thing. So... I don't... and they were trying to do something different by focusing on a younger generation of characters. Yeah, exactly, Heinrich. When you take a kid to the cinema, don't sit there being negative. Enjoy the moment and let them live. Let them have the kids moment. I think Rings of Power is absolutely great. Here's the thing. Rings of Power, regardless of what you think about the show, it brings new fans in. So my wife has never read the books. She doesn't give a shit about the Silmarillion. She doesn't. So she watches Rings of Power as someone who has only ever seen the Peter Jackson films, and she loves Rings of Power. Why would I take that away from her? Have I read the Silmarillion? Yes. Are they doing things different? Yes. They don't have the rights to the Silmarillion. Is the Mithril storyline in Rings of Power absolute bullshit? It is absolute stupidity. It is. But you can't take away the fact that some aspects of Rings of Power are really good, especially in Season 2. The Sauron and Celebrimbor sequences and these two highly trained British stage actors performing against each other, doing these epic performances as Celebrimbor loses his mind creating the rings and Sauron behind him tricking him into creating the rings. It is fucking brilliant. So, yes, there are aspects of Rings of Power that suck ass. Like, the Mithril storyline is a perfect example. But they also have some really great original music by Bear McCreary, including the Hobbit Traveling song, which is fucking awesome. And just some really great acting overall. And there's a shot in Season 2 when King Durin faces off against the Balrog that is one of the best and most epic shots I've ever seen in a Lord of the Rings film or TV show ever, where he just launches himself off with his double-handed axe into the face of the Balrog into the abyss, and it's just fire and flame in this shot of this giant Balrog and a bearded dwarf with an axe just like leaping into the jaws of the Balrog. It's so fucking cool. Yeah, Hayden Christensen faced a lot of hate for his portrayal as well, and now he's beloved, you know. Oh, and to the soundtrack, the new films, the Kevlin timeline, Susanok, when they were playing the Beastie Boys song as he ramps the car off the cliff, like I loved J.J. Abrams' new Star Trek films. They were phenomenal, phenomenal. I'm really sad we're not going to get a fourth, but it is what it is. Anyway, I say all of that to say that, you know, whether it's Star Wars or Star Trek, if you're an angry anti-fan, you just need to go touch grass, find a new hobby. Stop trying to gatekeep and rob other people's joy. Because even if you don't like things, like I was saying with Rings of Power, I mean, I could still love the portrayal of Tom Bombadil, and I could love, you know, the acting and the songs and everything else. And I can look, here's a perfect example. Acolyte, Star Wars Acolyte, it did some things I thought were interesting. The best part about that show, in my opinion, was that final epic lightsaber sequence when they melded kung fu martial arts with lightsabers, and it was one of the best lightsaber sequences I have ever seen on film, ever. It was so well done. The new Kenobi show had its ups and downs, but that end lightsaber sequence between Anakin Skywalker and Obi-Wan Kenobi, and you're seeing Ewan McGregor and Hayden Christensen, I fucking cried like a baby when that sequence, when it plays out at the end and is, you didn't kill Anakin Skywalker, I did. And it was like, oh shit, like he's fully embraced his bipolar inner demon, like then my friend truly is dead. Like, goddamn, like I'm getting goosebumps right now just thinking about it. Like the story arc, if you watched the prequel films and the friendship that, you know, you were the chosen one. You know, you were supposed to destroy the Sith, not join them. Like I'm getting goosebumpy right now just thinking about like the epicness of the arc of Obi-Wan Kenobi and Anakin Skywalker. And that new Kenobi show, all anybody wanted to rave about was the fact that there was a black woman on that show wielding a lightsaber, and everybody was flipping their shit out about this. This show's woke garbage because there's a black woman with a lightsaber. Fuck you. Fuck you. Seriously, fuck off. Like, what are you talking about? That is some of the best Star Wars we've ever seen. And then looking at the standalone Solo film, Han Solo is great. Andor, of course, was awesome because it didn't have any lightsabers in it. It was really cool to see something that didn't have anything to do with the Skywalker saga. Why am I blanking on the show with Rosario Dawson, her character? Why am I blanking on her character that carry over from the Clone Wars and the characters coming in from Star Wars Rebels? Why am I blanking? I'm not really a Star Wars fan anymore. Ahsoka, thank you. The new Ahsoka show, we've got season 2 of that show coming, like, and Rey unfortunately passing, so we've got a different actor stepping into the role. That show was great. I don't think there's been a single, like, I have loved every single Disney Plus show that they have put out. The films were kind of like I'm not a huge, the films were okay. They really were. They were okay, but not, you know, not the best thing in the world. But I have yet to, I don't think there's been a single one of those shows that I disliked that have been on Disney Plus. All of those shows have been fire. Like, there have been episodes in there that were kind of, you know, up and down, but that's all TV shows. But I have loved every single one of the shows they have done so far. And I think that, by the way, you can blame Morpheo for this, because anytime you make me talk about Star Wars or Star Trek, we're going to lose, or Middle Earth, we're going to lose 30 minutes. But this will be a great video to clip out at some point for YouTube. Yeah, heavens forbid one of the characters be a different race. Think of how many races are in Star Trek or Star Wars, both of those shows. You know, both of those franchises have aliens, and it's all supposed to be about, you know, these places where many people exist together, and yet you still have these whack jobs who come out of the woodwork and rant about how these shows suck, Disney sucks, blah, whatever, woke garbage, whatever. Dude, the Tom Bombadil film that Stephen Colbert is co-writing. When I listened to what the new film was going to be about, because the first thing I saw, you guys got me off on a tangent now. The first thing I saw when the announcement came that Stephen Colbert was co-writing with Philippa Boyens and Peter Jackson made his announcement was I saw Nerdrotic, who's an absolute twat waffle, posted on his Twitter account a picture of Tolkien and then a finger doing this. So like Tolkien flipping everybody off for disrespecting the franchise. And I was like, and immediately under that was all these people claiming that the new Lord of the Rings film is going to be woke slop garbage featuring a female lead character. And I'm like, holy shit. Did you guys not actually listen to the video? Do you not understand? Are you fucking idiot? Are you stupid? Did you not listen to what the film is about? The film is literally the Old Forest and the Barrow Downs chapters of the Fellowship of the Ring. The plot device is Sam's daughter, Eleanor, okay, a character from the fucking books, who is recounting this tale with her dad, Sam, and her uncles, Merry and Pippin, and they are retelling the tale to her of their trip through the Old Forest and meeting Tom Bombadil and going through the Barrow Downs with Frodo. That's what the film is about. And you have these asshats on the internet who are up in arms about it's gonna be woke slop garbage because it has a female character in it. I guarantee none of those people actually listened to what Peter Jackson and Stephen Colbert were talking about in their video conference. I guarantee you they don't actually know what that film is about, because they've invented this thing in their head that it's going to be some invented story. It's literally Tom Bombadil. It's a Tom Bombadil movie, you dipshits. So that's the kind of stuff that you have to face every single day when you enjoy when you're a fan of something, especially if you're a fan of something that's been going on for 40 or 50 years and it's evolved over the times. You're still going to have you're just going to have people who are like that, who hate anything and everything, because this goes back to the post me the other day. Miserable people want other people to be miserable. I, on the other hand, embrace all things. I might not think that everything that Disney does is great. I might not think that everything that Paramount does is great. I might not think that everything that Amazon does is great with my beloved franchises. But the thing is I love these franchises. I've loved these franchises since I was a kid. I'm going to love them until I'm in the grave. Do I agree with anything? Yes, it's always politically motivated, Allie. So here's another good example. The Narnia show that's being filmed right now, the showrunners came out and said, well, we're not actually really referring to much of the books because we're telling our own version of the story. And that's already got a lot of people nervous, because they're like, wait, how are you making a Narnia show if you're not referring back to the books? Well, we don't know exactly what they mean by that. But what I can tell you is that if you read the Narnia books, C.S. Lewis is extremely religious, and that is a story of Jesus. It is the story of Jesus coming back from the dead and fighting evil and the devil, and I guarantee you they're going to be whitewashing that a little bit to make it less preachy. And the problem is people have already read that and they're like, no, that means it's going to be woke hot garbage. And I'm like, you don't know that. You're making an assumption based off the showrunners talking about how they're going to be adapting things to the modern issue. By the way, when I saw Fellowship of the Ring in the theaters for the first time, and it was Arwen at the Fords of Bruinen and not Glorfindel, I was pissed as fuck. I was not a happy person in the theater when I was like, wait, what? It's not Glorfindel. What the fuck? And then I watched the trilogy, and I went, oh, I get why they did that. That was a good creative decision, especially when you watch the extended editions and you have all the sequences of Arwen dreaming about the son that she's going to have with Aragorn, and the decision to go off it but then come back, and Elrond, and you get to see Hugo Weaving having these emotional scenes with Liv Tyler of a dad trying to let his daughter go, wanting to protect her, and just the scene when he comes at the end of Return of the King and then gives his daughter to Aragorn, and he's just fucking crying because his daughter is losing her immortality to go off and marry, and he knows the sadness that lays ahead of her when Aragorn passes and she has to spend the rest of her life withering away until sadness finally takes her. Like, it's like, that's Hugo Weaving is a fucking brilliant actor, and that scene gets me every time. I've seen that movie 40 times over the years. And the thing is if they robbed us of that moment, if the Ford of Bruinen had been Glorfindel instead of Arwen, that moment at the end of Return of the King in the film version that Peter Jackson did would never have been as impactful. It wouldn't have meant anything. But because they chose to have Arwen there at the Ford and created a more visible romance arc for her in the film versions versus the book versions where it's mostly in the background, it made sense for the medium, and I grew to love it. Yes, it's different than the books. I don't give a fuck. It's awesome. Not everything, you don't want your adaptations to be the same. Anyway, you guys got me off on a major random tangent. I love my franchises, and I will continue to love them until they put me in the grave. I will not agree with every creative decision that is made when they adapt a property, but I don't need to. I'm just here as an audience member to watch and enjoy and see what the showrunners want to come up with. And at the end of the day, the most important thing about any adaptation, whether it's for film, television, radio, stage, or otherwise, is that it brings new fans to the original works. Whether it's Shakespeare, whether it's Robert Louis Stevenson, whether it's J.R.R. Tolkien, George Lucas, Stephen King, or anyone else. Don't let the anti-fans ruin your enjoyment. Definitely go watch the new Star Wars films. Just remember to watch them openly, with an open mind. Love y'all. My wife has still never read The Lord of the Rings or The Hobbit. When my niece comes back from her break, she's on spring break as of today, I have a box set of The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings in Spanish, and she is almost 4 years old, and I am going to attempt to read The Hobbit to her and see if she likes it or not. We're going to see what she enjoys or not. That was a great discussion. I don't have time to read anymore, Heinrich, but thank you. Oh, I'm supposed to fly up and do something here. I don't know what yet. I bet I'm going to that one. It tells me I need to go over in that direction. It's so dark I can't see shit over here. We are definitely where we need to be. Unfortunately, it's nighttime, and I really don't want to do a boss fight at night. So hopefully I'm going to get a teleporter here, and I can go out and rest until it's daytime. Are you fucking serious? What am I supposed to do here? It told me to push a button. I can't see shit at dark up here, so where did it put me? You fucking kidding me. This is the shit I was talking about in my review today that I really fucking hate. I'm going down and resting until it's daytime. I can't see the platforms to jump on them. It's too dark. That is one of the biggest things I hate about this fucking game is the fact that you lose your progress. I think we gotta go down anyway. I don't know if that's up top or down below. I don't fucking know. Where's my goddamn camp? We're so far north right now. I gotta go way down here. Here it is. Just so that I can sleep and rest. Gray says, I can confirm once you claim Twitch drops on Twitch and on the Pearl Abyss website, they will be in the add-on section of the menu. I need to go watch other people so I can claim mine. I need to try to stay awake when Gray is streaming so that I can go watch his streams and claim my Twitch rewards. And it looks like we are literally at a boss fight, so let's rest 6 hours. Destiny 2 is great, Skywalker. Currently playing, I've been playing that on Sunday mornings, but I have skipped it the past couple of Sundays because we've been busy with Crimson Desert and I think it was Starfield the week before that. But I should be back this Sunday with some more Destiny 2. So stay tuned. Which one did I want to travel to? This one. Yeah, I don't use lightsabers in Destiny 2 though. I like my guns. Alright. I see all the chats. It doesn't mean I'm going to answer every single message that comes through, so... The thing that makes me least likely to respond to people's messages, whether it's on Twitch, TikTok, YouTube, or Kick, is when someone gets grumpy that I'm not answering their messages. Because that makes me literally go, okay, you're a fuckwit who's crying at not getting the engagement that you want, and so you're having a hissy fit right now, like the little kid who goes into the store with their mom and starts yelling, Mom, Mom, buy me candy, buy me candy. And when Mom won't buy them candy, they start having a fucking meltdown and yelling and screaming in the middle of the grocery store and stomping their feet and crying and throwing themselves on the ground because they're not being given the attention that they want. I mostly just rant about trolls. Oh, sweetheart. Sweetheart Rathu. Oh my god. You must be new here. If you think we only rant about trolls, you yourself are the troll. You are the person we rant about, Rathu. Ears burning, were they? Little crybaby. Shut up and play, Unk. Nah, man. I do the #1 most important thing for any content creator and streamer on the internet, which is engage with the audience. When my audience asks me questions, and they are questions that I think are going to make good content for me to farm out on social media and on YouTube, I answer those questions. And if they are fuckwits, I call them out as well, because those are equally worthy of farming out on social media. So which one are you, Wrathu? I think we're going to fall. We made it. All right. Morpheus says it's crazy. That's the worst complaint they could have about you, considering you act with chat so much. I know, right? I feel the ban hammer coming. We'll probably have to ban a few bitches here in a minute. They got all upset about me talking about Star Trek and Star Wars. The racists are coming out, kids. They got mad. Disney sucks! They ruined Star Wars! Tell us you're a closet racist without telling us you're a closet racist. It's going great. Chalk is cheap. Am I enjoying the game? You should get over to YouTube, because I publish lots of videos every single day about this game and other games. This is the day job. We play a lot of games. Matter of fact, today we did our 50 hours played additional thoughts review in progress video. Check it out. Alright, I do not want to fucking fall again. Okay, you could definitely fall down there. Okay. What's up, Michael? Let's try to not fall this time, because this is one of the most annoying things about this game, is the fact that you can fall and lose all of your progress. And it was dark earlier, and I couldn't see where I was going. Ooh, I almost overshot that. Come on now. Okay. Please let me have a teleporter. Thank you. And I have a feeling, considering there are crows ahead of us, this is going to be a big bad boss fight up here. So I'm going to take 5 before we do this. And we'll be back shortly. Alright. Let's see if I can survive this or not. So far, my strategy has been to just spend a lot of time upgrading my gear. But I'm due to hit a roadblock at some point with a boss that kicks my ass. It might be this one. We'll see. You never know. Let me check that. Why is this not working? There we go. Yeah, I loved Starfield when it came out. I can't wait to play it again. I've been avoiding playing it. Like, I've really wanted to play it the last few days, but I'm trying to avoid playing it actively because I know I'm about to just dump hundreds of hours into it again once April hits. I do have, just for everybody's awareness, I do have some more Starfield content coming out. We've also got some Fallout 76 content coming out. And yeah, stay tuned because we're continuing. And I think they confirmed it on their Twitter account yesterday. King Ath Creations talked about the fact that they are announcing something soon for Skyrim. They have a new creation that's going to be coming out for Skyrim, and I'm looking forward to continuing my adventures in Skyrim, trying out creations. I think that's the big thing that I'm going to be pushing into a little bit deeper this year, is exploring creations a little bit more, specifically like quest content, like what King Ath has created. Like, I really want to check out the Bard's College stuff. I know Bubblelonia really wants me to try out Sim Settlements for Fallout 4. So, you know, it would be really easy, to be honest with you. It would be really easy for me to become a Bethesda streamer full-time if I wanted to. Like, there's enough content with Bethesda games and Bethesda modding that I could probably go full-time on Bethesda. But we still got lots of other stuff to do, so let's see if I can go get wrecked or not, everybody. Here we go.
The light will illuminate your sins, heathens. Ah, Sullivan, hear us.
What is this?
You'll be fine offerings to Mother. As will you. Welcome to our...
The transitions from cutscenes into fights is pretty good in this game. Come on. What's next?
Come out! Let's end this.
Greymane, does this place please you? It shall serve as your grave.
We'll see whose grave it'll be.
This is my nest. The moment you set foot here, your fate was sealed!
Stop making me face your stupid ads and face me yourself.
Bold of you not to flee, Greymane. I'll grant you that much.
So his attacks do a lot of damage.
Lay down your arms and accept your fate.
Okay.
Resist, and you'll only know greater suffering. Here, join those damned priests as an offering to the dark.
Fucking unlocked again. Whoa, what's he doing? What's he doing? A skill has been learned. Aerial roll. Press circle while in flight to instantly consume. I already have that though.
Mother! She would always go on and on about you so fondly. In front of me! Her very own son!
I've no interest in your story.
Me either.
That she sees. In her eyes, I must remain above all! Greymane! Always a bloody Greymane!
Where'd he go?
Every day I dream of tearing her beloved Greymane limb from limb.
Oh, what's he doing? Get away. That hurt a lot. I don't know what he just did.
Remain fixed on me.
Ow. That hurt.
No one will ever take my place!
Mother has yet to deem me worthy.
Chicken shit. You're doing something. I don't know what it is. Oh, I'm out of stamina. Alright, this fight, by the way, even on performance mode, I'm definitely noticed some performance hits. On the PS5 Pro. Oh! What did he just do? Oh, oh. Get away. God, fucking camera angle is changing all over the place. Super fucking annoying. Is he gonna second stage me? Is he gonna stage 2 my ass?
Are you all right?
You rescued me from my own twisted shade.
Am I getting special benefits?
Thank you. Truly.
I'm a lonely man in armor, dear.
But
I've got needs
I fear
like
this
every
is not
man.
the end. Be careful.
Use that magic. Sure. Alright, so yet another boss done on the first try. Well, maybe I spoke too soon. There might be a stage 2. creepy crow with glowing purple eyes. Huge benefits. I have played Grounded. Yep. That's right. I am the sexiest man alive. Thank you for noticing. First time I've seen in my... We're like 60 hours in. I have yet to see a single place in the game where there has been any sort of performance issues. I'm on the PS5 Pro on performance mode, and there were some definite frame drops during that fight.
Quickly! Go light the beacon!
But that would be another big bad boss fight to clip out. I don't know what the name of that boss was. We'll find the name later. The beacons of Gondor are lit! If I had finished the story, I wouldn't still be playing this game, Jack Harlow. There's your answer. Yeah, looking to be paid in more than gold, my dear. Am I going to play Returnal before Saros? Yeah, Returnal is like 2 weeks before Saros. There's something else that's coming out on the 14th as well, which we just got wind of. Was it Hades 2? It's one of the games from the Xbox Partner Showcase yesterday. Is also coming out on the 14th. So I've got 2 games I'm going to play on the 14th. I think it was Hades 2 and Returnal. Both of those are going to be Game Pass games, so... Alright, it dropped me off at my camp. A whole bunch of regions are blockaded according to my map. Or according to the pop-ups. Most important thing, check my inventory because I think we got some new loot. Oh yeah, we got new goodies. Black Wing leather armor. It's got stamina regen, movement speed, and ice resistance, level 1. Black Wing mask, movement speed. And a sword. Crow's Pursuit, which is what? Summons a murder of crows to viciously attack nearby enemies. Only equipable on melee weapons. Well, we're about to put that on our fucking sword. Hell yeah. Also has attack speed 1 and attack. So, yeah, that was all really cool loot. Boss was the Crow Caller. Birdman 5000. I don't know enough about Black Desert to say whether or not there are links to that game because I've never really played it. I played the mobile version just for shits and giggles at one point, and that was it. So I've never actually played Black Desert for any. I think I might have done 2 weeks at most. Allie says she's noticed a bunch of links. So you should talk to Allie because she has a ton of time in Black Desert and can answer your questions. There you go. Workshop! Time to strip some
You should know
stuff.
I can't read your mind.
Well, if you could, you wouldn't like what you see, honey, because I got dirty thoughts. Over 1,000 hours in BDO. There you go. Allie's our resident BDO expert.
Have you found what you were seeking?
I think I need to take some stuff out of my Sword of the Wolf. Let's get rid of the... Okay.
In truth, witches may not be able to do much at all.
Crow's Pursuit for sure. By the way, can you do more than one at a time? I hadn't even thought about that. So now I have Wind Slash and Crow's Pursuit, which is freaking awesome. Let's also put... Yeah, let's go ahead and put Swift. I'll tell you what, guys, I'm getting hungry. Let's see here. Shield.
In truth, witches may not be able to do much at all.
I think Chris just got home. That could be equipped on armor. That could be equipped on armor. So I need 2 more armor slots for sure. Welcome home. No escapas, Frodo. Estaba esperando por ti en la esquina de la puerta. Hace rato estaba ya esperando para alguien a abrir la puerta para... Bienvenido. ¿Quieres ir por comida o ya estás bien? Checa sus patos. Te hablo en un ratito. Alright, I gotta open up some...
Have you found what you were seeking?
Armor slots here. Shields don't count. So let me open up... I just realized the drill counts as a weapon, and I could put things on it. I'm gonna need like... Here, I'm gonna just open everything up here. I didn't think about putting more, because if I get more weapon mods, I can put them on the drill, even though I don't really use the drill, because if it's equipped, it's giving me the buffs, right? Yeah, the wizards are hot in this game.
Have you found what you were seeking?
I hope they can't do mind reading, because I have thoughts about the wizards, man. All right. I'll put another Swift on. I will take stamina regen, please. And I will take Frost Ward. And I will take Haste. Is this... Wait, Haste is movement speed? So that's not attack speed. No, that's movement speed. Attack speed is different than movement speed. Okay. Pardon the ding noise. It reminds me of when Wayne's World. Swing! Showing dong. I think I would rather have destruction. I don't really care about movement speed. Alright, I am getting dangerously low on coin.
Have you found what you were seeking?
These are cheap. 105? No. Let's do 2 of these.
In truth, witches may not be able to do much at all.
Those have to go on armor. So I don't really have anything else I can equip at this point because all 3 of those are armor. And I'm pretty happy with my armor at the moment.
I must thank you.
Okay, so that was expensive. I am back to not having a ton of coin. However, I have damage reduction on the helm. I have health regen, movement speed. I could strip the movement speed off if I wanted to, but I'll keep it on there. And then stamina regen on the armor. My bow has attack, spirit siphon, and attack speed. My sword does wind slash and crow's pursuit, as well as has a haste buff. My gloves give me slashing reeds and ice resistance. I've got howling of chaos on my shield, and attack speed plus attack bonus on my boots. I am feeling pretty beefy at this point. I need to go check out this crow ability that I got with my sword, though. It said hold R2 or hit R2. Oh, there it went. So that's just always happens, or what? Oh, shit! Is that using spirit or stamina? Dude! So every time you use your heavy attack or your R2 attack, it's sending out the crows. That's fucking cool. I don't feel so stressed about the not having like fire or ice on my weapons at the moment because I just got that, which allows me to do crows. So is that single target or is that an AoE? Refinement information. How do I forget how to see the... There it is. Crow's Pursuit. Summons a murder of crows to viciously attack nearby. It's an AoE. So it's when I hit it, if it's just one target, it'll attack them, but otherwise it'll do anybody. And it consumes stamina, so that gives me a reason to increase my stamina pool even more. Because then I can cast more of those. They home in on targets too, says Latanius. Ooh, that's cool. I'm playing late. I was playing late because my wife wasn't home yet. She just got home, so we're actually going to wrap up here in a minute because I want to go eat dinner with her and see what she wants to do. We have a 2-week break. Our niece went home. Our grandniece went home today for spring break, so we've got 2 weeks where it's just going to be her and I. We have a shitload of things we have to get done. We're going to be catching up on movies and TV shows, but she also has a whole bunch of medical tests because she's got a surgery coming up, so she's got to get a bunch of stuff done over the next couple of weeks. And then we're also going to be doing things like any remodel projects and things, but I'm going to go catch up with her here in a minute and go have dinner and see what we're going to do this weekend. Boss fight was great. I'll have that clipped out tomorrow probably. Piece of cake. Like I honestly, like I've been taking the time to make sure that my armor is upgraded. I have yet to have a boss fight that actually felt like I was gonna die. Like even that one with the performance issues Because it definitely was some hitching that happened. He never came close to, like, touching me. I don't think there's any more videos coming out tonight. Because I've already done my review. I've done a bunch of videos today. If you didn't catch them, we did the Star Wars... I watched the Star Wars Zero Company video that PC Gamer published. That went out just before the stream. We published my additional review thoughts earlier this morning, and a whole bunch of episodes from the playlist. I'm gonna go clip that Star Wars clip out. The Star Wars Star Trek video discussion we had. I'll probably clip that out and get that published. It'll be members first tonight, and then it'll go out to the general YouTube audience tomorrow morning. So that one will go out tonight for channel members over on YouTube. But yeah, I'm gonna just kind of wind down from here. Thanks for hanging out tonight, everybody. Appreciate you all being here. Super chats, memberships, all the good things, renewals over on Twitch, new Twitch subs, all that good stuff. Thanks for all the support, everybody. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to see how I feel in the morning. We have, yeah, I got a bunch of Game Pass games that dropped on Game Pass. Like Disco Elysium dropped on Game Pass. I really want to try that out. I don't want to take away from the flow of what we've got going on with Crimson Desert. We've got plenty of time leading up to the Starfield launch. Sunday, we're definitely going to take a break and go play more Destiny 2 because I've taken 2 weeks off of Destiny 2, so I definitely need to do some Destiny 2 on Sunday. Tomorrow being Saturday, we might do something different tomorrow morning, or we might just do more of this. I don't know. I will admit, apart from the puzzle stuff, I'm having a lot of fun with. I like the armor upgrade in this game. I love the exploration. The storyline, I'm getting deeper into it. I want to know the conclusion of this. I like the boss fights. I'm getting cool abilities for my gear, which is pretty awesome. So all that's pretty fun for me. So anyway, folks, I'm done for the night. So stay tuned. If you're a channel member on YouTube, we'll have that Star Wars Star Trek Middle-earth discussion out here in a bit for our channel members. And I'll see everybody tomorrow morning, bright and early.